Most Namibians rely on public health care, but many come to clinics like this unaware of their rights. And that's led to accusations that some women were sterilised without giving their informed consent. Women like Martha Nehare. In the middle of a difficult labour in 2005, Nehare was told she needed a caesarean section. She signed the consent form and 6 weeks later discovered the unthinkable.
When I went back for a checkup, the nurse asked me if I knew the meaning of some letters in my medical book. I said no. So the doctor explained I'd been sterilised. I asked why, and the nurse said it was because I'm HIV positive, so I couldn't have any more babies.
Nehare's story isn't unique. In November, the Namibian Supreme Court upheld an earlier court judgment that found 3 HIV-positive women were sterilised without giving their informed consent. They're awaiting compensation from the government. But the court didn't agree that it happened because of their HIV status. Nehare is among a group of about a dozen women who are preparing to launch their case next year. Nehare receives emotional and psychological support from Namibia Women's Health Network. She can't work because her menstruation often lasts weeks. The procedure wasn't done properly. She hasn't married. She says men don't want a wife who can't have children. But on this day, she's celebrating. These graduates have been taught their rights by the organisation driving efforts to hold the government to account.
The challenge with us now is the women we are educating are the only ones in Windhoek. What kind of other violations are happening there in the other regions, in the villages?
The Ministry of Health refused our requests for interviews, but before he was elected president, we asked Hage Geingob how it reflected on Namibia's human rights record.
We fought, we died for it, for human rights. Where was human rights before we got the independence? None. So nobody can teach us about human rights.
But those rights are being taught to people here by the women who say they were victims and their supporters. If they don't, they're afraid no one will. Tania Page, Al Jazeera, Windhoek, Namibia.